Hey, what's up? It's Rashad, hanging with the Joneses. Rings of Power, episode 3, Adar. Spoiler review. Gotta talk about the thing to talk about the thing. I am enjoying this series. Again, I'm not really super familiar with the lore of Lord of the Rings. I didn't read none of those books. Okay, so I'm doing this review as just somebody who is watching a television show. We don't watch things we don't like. That's one. Secondly, some people are kind of complaining about the pacing of the show, saying like it kind of lulls on. It's a lot of exposition and stuff, a lot of dialogue, which I don't have a problem with. I do understand if you're wanting a bunch of action all the time, then this may not be the show for you. However, I am understanding what's going on. I do like the build up. I do appreciate the world building, and like number one, this show is just beautifully shot. I mean, even they had some shots in here that were unnecessary, but they were beautiful. Like when Galadriel is riding the horse to go to, I forgot what that place was called, with the dude from Numenor. Yeah, like that's an amazing shot. A couple of things happen. Halbrand and Galadriel end up going to Numenor. That is the furthest west point in this little place. And they're not really welcome there, especially Galadriel, because the elves and the Numenorians kind of had beef for some reason. And Galadriel's coming off as a jerk. She's trying to get back home, saying, hey, man, like, this is going to be an issue. I need to get back home. I need a ship. And they're like, well, nah, you want to be all smart mouth about this stuff. Well, we're just going to have you here. And then Halpin has to step in because he's being very cunning and slick about things. He said, hey, man, just give us a couple of days and you think about, this offer. Just, give us passage to leave ship. And the queen says yes. And of course, there is the person who found him in the last episode. He has to watch Galadriel. So there's a unknown kinship that kind of forms because the prior king, that dude's dad, was ousted because he still has support for the elves. He still supported the elves, but nobody else did. And even the guy's name low key means friend of elves. So he's like, yo, like, I'm not a friend of no elves, but like on the real, like he's like, yeah, man, like y'all would sell our people. Like he even speaks her language just to let her know, like, yo, like, yeah, we cool, right? Yeah, we cool. So takes it to the one of the old like libraries that houses a lot of historical things, and she ends up seeing the marking that Sauron left, and she's like, yo, it's not even a sigil, it's actually like a location. When she puts it sideways and puts it against the map, it's actually the Southlands. So she's like, oh man, I gotta get back home. Queen Regent Muriel is the one who doesn't want them to be there. And we have Elendil. He is the guy who finds Galadriel and Halbrand. Arondir, he ends up getting captured by the orcs, and it's like a bunch of other elves and other people from the towns just enslaved, and they're having to build these tunnels for the orcs. The orcs are sensitive to sunlight. It literally makes them burn, like on some vampire type stuff. So they have to dig underground so they can be able to find passage and find whatever that they're looking for. Not really said in this episode either. They basically try to come up with some sort of mutiny against the orcs. They're not doing a good job, man. Like, you think they're gonna win, and they just don't. Like they're getting picked off left and right. And Arondir is like, they're doing the best he can. Like, he met his boy. Him and his boy are really trying to fight off the orcs. He gets up and out to the top, and then he's like, man, like, yeah, Arondir's like, all right, we about to go see the tree line, see where we are, so we can, run out. And then boom, he gets hit by 2 sniper arrows. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of nowhere. So the orcs are really efficient at both killing as well as getting them to listen to them and follow their orders. Arundel actually gets taken to Adar, whoever Adar is. It might be Sauron, you know what I'm saying, because Sauron is taking many names, as they said. So we'll see if it's your boy himself. Getting to kind of the part of the show that I don't really, that's like, okay, the Harfoots, I understand their purpose. I understand what they represent in the show. They represent basically like the downtrodden, the community that is migratory, trying to do their best what they can with what they have. But it just doesn't, like, I don't know. Like, for me, like, I just hate, hate's a strong word. I just don't like how their storylines coming together. So now we see that the old common white guy is not Sauron. So guess he's, I don't know, some sort of wizard with amnesia. Nori feels this sense of, like, she really wants to help this guy. She thinks that it's destiny. Her mom calls her out on it. And mom is like, yo, we trying to get out of here. We have to move. So they're about to migrate to some other part. I forgot what it was called, down by the river or some crap. Either way, they got to leave where they're at. And so there's this little ceremony going on. Like, the person who was the head of the Harfoots, he's talking to him, giving this speech, and he's trying to write this speech down. Nori goes in, snatches a piece of this grand book that he has some constellations and stuff. She tries to give it to the Comet Jesus, and he reads it. He's on the place, and he messes around, burns the paper, causes a commotion, and then it reveals that, hey, like, you've been talking to this random Comet white dude this whole time, and we all could get killed. Like, the hate, I think her name is Malvar. Either way, like, she's like, yo, like, she should be banished from us. And, the wise black man is like, well, she young, yo. We gonna give her a chance. Which kind of helps them out at the end. However, this little ceremony that they're having is both sad and funny at the same time. Because every time they migrate somewhere else, they end up leaving people behind because they can't wait for them. Their whole thing is survival. So they're always in survival mode. Like, even how they live, everything is camouflaged. They are known to get quiet. So the whole time, their mentality is, we need to survive, so we have to keep moving. And they're reading off a list of names. And every time it gets to the end list of names, they'll say, we'll wait for you. Like, dog, you can't, but y'all didn't wait for them. They dead. Like, so what you talking about, wait for them? I know it's a metaphor. I know it's ceremonial of sense. Like, we'll wait for you, of course, in the afterlife. But still, like, I found that hilarious. Also, Nori's friend ain't got no family. Like, they read off like 6 names of, I think her name last name was Proudfellow. So she's the only one left. All right. So that's why she sticks so close to Nori, because Nori is essentially all she got. Next day, they wake up in the morning, say, hey, we're still going to go. We're leaving in the morning. I don't care about this old random white guy. So they're moving their cart, and Dad, of course, broke his nasty ankle break from last episode. And he's trying his best. Oh, yeah, because Nori did that, they put them in the back of the back. You know what I'm saying? He was going to go to the front and try to, keep pace with everybody else. Dude was like, nah, you got to go to the back. Their fate has been sealed. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are the weakest link. They're carrying the cart, and it's super heavy. And Dad's like, man, let me just catch my breath. All of a sudden, white Jesus comic guy comes out the back. And he's like, friend, help. I'm like, oh, God, yo. Okay. So he's going to help them push the cart. So that's really the 3 story arcs in this episode. The Galadriel and Halbrand stuff was great. Halbrand is actually of some sort of royalty. Like, his people back in the day formed all the people in the Southland that comes together under one banner. But he was like, yeah, but my people was like, on the wrong side of this because we were pledged allegiance to Margoth. Yeah, he's like, man, I don't know if this is really what you want. So we got to see how that plays out next episode. But yeah, all in all, man, this is worth the watch. So if you haven't been watching it, I definitely, or somebody who may be on the fence of watching, I would definitely encourage you to have them get caught up, watch these reviews. But that's all I have for today. Monday, 7 p.m., Western Bros, Game of Thrones. Of course, if you look back on the channel, Thursday is She-Hulk, and coming up will be She-Hulk next Thursday. We're on episode 5. But yeah, that's all I got. Till the next time.